Okay, so here's what's happened so far. We've infiltrated the oil rig, took down a few monsters, made our way through a maze, and found the mind control device, which turned out to be that Yagun was still alive. He was a chimera. We took him down, and now there was something else that also needed to be done after the machine was destroyed. What was it? Oh, yes! This! Now it's time for us to get the hell out of here! Great! Yeah! Why it allows us to rest and... anyways, it doesn't matter. Now we have to evacuate this oil rig before it collapses. And you now have a time limit. You are given 20 minutes to make your daring escape. It may seem kind of generous, but still, with the battles that you're going to have to endure or might have to endure on your way out, yeah, you might want to use your time wisely. I think personally throughout this part you might get a lucky break or two with some of those mysterious fires using their self-bombs sacrificing themselves, making the killing a little bit easier for you. So yeah, you're gonna have to be quick on your toes since now you're on a time limit. And also, I hope you've been paying attention when you was coming through this maze, because it's really going to help you so you can get yourself out. Because if you get lost now, chances are you might end up regretting it later. Just saying. But, like I said, it's 20 minutes. You would have to be really, really, really lost in order to not make it out in time. Now, as what was said from the previous video, with this place falling apart, your only chance of making it out of this oil rig now is to use the submarine that you've encountered earlier on when you was making your way in, which I hope you found it. Otherwise, if you hadn't even found it by this time, you're going to be doing quite a bit of looking around, scrambling, trying to find a way out, because the Silver Noah, I'll tell you right now, it's out of the question. Remember when Chopin said, when things get too rough, you're on your own? Well, guess what? This place is on a countdown. If that's not an indication that you're pretty much screwed if you don't find another way out, yeah. So yeah, pick yourself a good team that can take down some of these monsters quickly. I personally would try not to fight every single monster, just in case. Of course, keep your life up as you move along. But yeah, for the most part, your most important objective is just trying to get out. Just make your way to the exit. Even if you don't fight all the monsters, don't worry about it. Just make your way to where you have to go and to get out. But before we actually make our escape, there is one last room we still yet to be able to cover for this entire dungeon. Because previously, before the whole foundation shook, it was a room that was being guarded by, I think it was like a heavy box and a whole bunch of material, which has now recently been shifted to the side, so now you can go in. And you'll see soon enough why this room is important. So in the meantime, we're gonna be sending Ark on ahead, trying to make his way toward that doorway. And wow, he's already low on health. And again, he has been taking quite a beating from those flames. But yeah, if you happen to kill all the monsters when you make your way through, okay, cool. But yeah, here's our wanted monster. And like I said in the last video, if you found the poster, which I hope you did, in the jarl before coming in here to begin with, this is the only time you will see this guy. If you miss him, you will not ever get him again. Just to let you know right now. So, we got him in the room. Let's take him down quick. go all out. Don't worry about conserving magic. Use whatever you have to get these guys off your back. And they seem rather generous with those magic apples. Since we got some ghosts going on, let's throw a little bit of Gale Flash, as it has the holy or light elements to them. At least Sonia's not taking as much of a beating now as she was earlier, so thank God for that. Of course, what you could do if you wanted is simply take down the wanted monster, grab the treasure, and then just run out. But I think we're probably going to end up killing everyone in the end, so... Let's see, Poco. I really love being able to put enemies to sleep. That really does help. Toshi's got a really nice blade weapon. Okay, let's see what the next box contains. A Shine Grizzlefang. Fair enough. That looks like that would have been a nice critical hit if he didn't block it. But no matter, it's okay. Let's see. Let's try using the Ray Sword. Since we got that, put it to the test. There we go. Instant kill the undead. And a level up to Elk. Nice. And we get another piece of red jewelry. God dang! Right, okay. Let's take out 2 in one shot. Down goes the Red Phantom, and down goes Gravis. Sweet. We get a full power fruit and a water curse. Yeah, the full power fruit, I believe, came from Gravis. Good drop. Instant level up. Or it could really buff your stats if you decide to equip it instead. I just use it and go ahead and level up anyway. But we're not gonna. We'll buff ourselves up once we get out of here because we're kind of in a rush still. Let's see. So let's backtrack and go in the other door this time, since that's actually the way to go. Okay, we got about 13 minutes left on the clock. Yeah, normally since this is the same enemies we're dealing with, I would probably skip it, but I'll make an exception this time and keep it as is, especially since we're on a time limit. Hey, sacrifice yourself all you want. I don't care. That's just another monster we don't have to deal with, and plus your suicide bombing doesn't do hardly diddly squat anyway. But Ark is kind of hurting again, so we better have somebody do a little bit of healing. Alrighty. Plus that music book. Oh man. I love having the music book equipped on Poco. It really, really helps. Because those magical items that raise your magic ability, they really do pack a punch. Seriously. I should probably consider putting that book of skills, or whatever it's called, back on Toshu. Thinking about it. I like the way he is now, because he's a freaking powerhouse, at least for normal attacks alone. But I know his abilities are left to be desired. I should probably, maybe off camera, try to see about working on some of those abilities a little bit. See if I can get it to level up some. Try to make a bit of a difference, you know? We'll see. We'll deal with that once all this mess is over with. Got another water curse. Alright. Clock is ticking. We're down to 12 minutes. Still got plenty of time. Still got plenty of time. No big deal. But I do kind of want to go ahead and get out of here as soon as I can. Especially since, at this point, we should have pretty much every single treasure in this area. So, that, on top of the wanted monster we killed, there's nothing else left for us. We're pretty much done. So, and I think this might be the last onslaught of enemies. Actually, well, no, I could be wrong. I think there might be one more to deal with. Let's see. I believe it was this way. I think if you go in a different room, you might have to deal with another unnecessary battle. Let's get ourselves healed up, because this is the way to the underground dock, the submarine dock. But of course, there's one last stand of enemies that stand in your way.
Here you are, you who disturb our project. As General Andel ordered, I will stop you here. You will share the fate of this oil rig.
I would say, really, just you by yourself, but of course not. He's got freaking stone lizards to help assist him. I'd actually be careful, to be honest, because these guys, remember when I say stone, I mean petrification. Yeah, they got petro breath. So, that could really mess up your day if you start getting hit by those now. Especially if you're running short on time. Might send one into a panic. But yeah, if you have, since you've had a chance to heal, go nuts. Throw everything you got and get these guys off your back quick. Once you've done that, the General Man isn't really that much of a hassle. Alright, we got 3 down, 1 struggling. Alright, take down the last one. There we go. And that leaves only you. Let's send Toshu up there after you. Transfer, if you please. Thank you, Sonia. Let's get a Shinkuzen. Dark Paladin, level 72. Wow, that's supposed to really intimidate me? He's just like one of those... He might as well be like those, one of those barbarians. The barbarians! From Forles. Just pretty high level barbarian. In a sense. But yeah. Alright. Surround him. Take him down. He's got a pretty decent defense. Nice chunk of HP. But, yeah. He can only stand but for so long. I was hoping that ultimate attack of his would do more. But then again, there is that. The cheer trumpet. Gotta love the cheer trumpet. Alright. Make your way out, and the timer should stop at this point if you've made it in time. The method of our escape. It looks like everyone made it out alright.
Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am to see that submarine. Let's get out of here! I was beginning to think we'd never get out of there. Ah! It's going to explode!
The oil rig has begun to collapse.
We must hurry. Everybody, on the sub, quick!
Get on the sub! Yeah. Meanwhile, there's Andel. Huh.
So, Yagun failed after all. That fat-headed blabbermouth cost me another device. No matter. We have enough power gathered to begin the revival. Just a little more. Andel! General Yagun. It appears you managed to survive your latest disaster. Help me! Please! My power is... This is somewhat awkward, isn't it? You ruined my machine, slowed my plan, and let Ark and his band escape. And yet, you somehow managed to survive it all. Andel, you must help! I must do only that which results in the return of our king. And unfortunately, that does not include an allowance for charity. Satisfying, I must admit. Ah, my cue to exit.
Andel, you were such a bastard.
Hurry, Sonia!
Coming! I spit on your grave, Yagun. Even this end was too good for you.
You've done your part, Sonia. He's gone. It's alright. Just let it go now. Just make your escape. Well, I must say that was a pretty close call there. As we are now at the Milmana coast.
Yay! Well, that was a close one. Got the old blood pumping.
I'll agree with that. We got out of there just in the nick of time.
Actually, we still had plenty of time on that.
Sonia, you're so quiet. Sonia? Father, Mother, your murder has been avenged at last. And now... the time has come for me to let go of the hate that consumed me so I can rebuild my life. I know you would want it that way.
Seawater is not appropriate for mechanical beings.
Nice to see you too, Dykebeck.
Rust! Assistance, please!
We shall return to Ajaro to wait for the Silver Noah.
Yeah, because eventually Chopin's got to get the idea that we made it out a different way.
Now that this dark chapter in our history has concluded, we can begin the healing.
It will take time, but Milmana will one day be as beautiful and peaceful as it once was.
Had that in reverse tonight.
It's just going to take time.
With your leadership, we shall return to prosperity in no time.
Roan, I cannot lead our return. I have other responsibilities now. Princess Sonia is dead. As far as the world is concerned, I am just a fortune teller.
Princess! You cannot be serious! You...
Roan, one day I will return. Perhaps then you can convince me. But until then, you must guide this country back to health. I see.
Well, I can't pretend to understand, but I shall do as you ask.
Sonia, if you must stay here to help your people, we will understand.
Yes, you are not bound to continue with us. No, I must continue. If what Yagun said is true, there are more towers left. If I don't help destroy them, Milmana will be threatened all over again. I've made up my mind. Let's go.
Wow. So, now Sonia is pretty much permanently with you the rest of the way. Ain't that grand? So, this concludes another chapter of our story here, as another country has been freed from Romalian's grasp. Before we wrap things up, we're going to check the... Well, I thought there would have been a different change in the scenery in Toyoke Forest, but it seems to be about the same. You're not going to get much of a cutscene, just something from Arc here. Power of the Forest Spirit is weakened. See, it doesn't even play any music. It's like, yeah. So, my mistake on that. But anyways, nothing else more to do at the moment. Head back to the Silver Noah, and then you will figure out what your next destination is.
Changara, it's good you come back, eh? Sensors have new magic to show more towers.
Don't tell me we're heading into the sea again.
No. Next towers seem to be on land in Amigio and Balbalard.
2 countries? Then are we going to split up and attack both at the same time? No. We should finish one before striking the other.
Wait a minute, why shouldn't we? That's a good idea! Splitting up and taking them both down at once. We've got good people for that. Hell. Anyways, we're running short on time for today, so next time in our story of Arc the Lead 2, we will be traveling possibly to Amig, or it could be to Balbalard. We'll decide next time. So until then, I've been your host, ArcLad84, signing out for now. Take care, everybody, and I shall see you on the next episode.